Stop. Don't scroll past this. What if the one thing quietly destroying your future isn't your circumstances, your family, your lack of money, but the 6 inches between your ears? Right now, a toxic mindset is operating inside you like a virus. Silent, invisible, devastatingly effective at keeping you broke, stuck, and bitter. We're covering 6 signs today, and I'm warning you up front. Sign 4 and sign 6 are going to make you genuinely angry. Not at me, at yourself, because you'll recognize them instantly. If you've ever wondered why some people effortlessly level up while you're standing in the exact same place you were 2 years ago, this video has the brutal truth no one around you is brave enough to say. Because here's the terrifying part. You might not even know it's happening. The confrontation sign 1. You blame everything but yourself. If you didn't want to become the person who always has an excuse if that was never the plan, then this sign is specifically for you. Every time something goes wrong, your mind instantly searches for a target. The economy, your parents, your city. That teacher who failed you years ago. Here's what that habit is actually costing you. Your power. The moment you blame someone else, you hand them complete control over your life. And the worst part? You'll do it again tomorrow. Until one day you look up and realize a decade has passed and nothing has changed. Sign 2. You catastrophize every setback. One bad day. One rejection. One failed test. And suddenly the entire world is ending. You spiral from, I failed a quiz, to, I'm going to die alone and broke in under 3 seconds. Pattern interrupt. Honestly, that's impressive. Most people can't build a skyscraper that fast, but your brain constructs an entire disaster before breakfast. Respect. But when you catastrophize constantly, your brain trains itself to expect failure. And what the brain expects it eventually manufactures. Sign 3. You compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You're scrolling at 2 a.m., watching someone your age living in a penthouse, and instead of inspiration, you feel worthless. That comparison isn't motivating you, it's slowly eroding your self-worth, one scroll at a time. And here's the cliffhanger. Signs 4, 5, and 6 are the ones that actually accelerate all of this damage. You've been warned. Sign 4, you're addicted to comfort. Here it is. The one I told you would sting. Growth lives outside your comfort zone. You already know this, so why aren't you moving? Because your toxic mindset has convinced you that comfort now is worth more than freedom later. Every time you choose the safe option, the familiar routine, the path of least resistance, you're making a trade. Your future self for your present comfort. That trade gets more expensive the longer you keep making it. Sign 5, you dismiss feedback as personal attack. Someone gives you constructive criticism and your first instinct is defensiveness. That's not confidence. That's fragility dressed up as pride. People with toxic mindsets can't receive feedback because deep down, they're terrified it's true. Sign 6, you secretly celebrate others failing. This is the one I warned you about, the one that's going to make you mad. If someone you know succeeds and your first feeling is quiet relief, it wasn't bigger or worse. Silent satisfaction when they stumble, your mindset has crossed into genuinely dangerous territory. That envy proves your brain believes success is limited, that their win somehow shrinks your chances. It doesn't. But a toxic mindset will never let you believe that. The resolution. Here's what nobody tells you about a toxic mindset. Recognizing it is already half the war. Most people sleepwalk through their entire 20s, never once questioning the mental patterns running their life. You just watched this entire video. That already separates you. The question now is simple and urgent. What are you going to do in the next 24 hours? Because your mindset isn't fixed. It's not your personality. It's not who you are. It's a habit. And habits can be broken, but only if you start now. Not next Monday. Not after the weekend. Right now is the only moment that's ever actually real. Drop a comment below with the sign that hit you hardest, and watch the next video on screen. It covers exactly how to rebuild your mindset from the ground up. Your future self is waiting. Don't keep them waiting too long.